That left leg is destroyed.
Finally, in minute 25, Holloway shows some mortality.
Look at this. Holloway just told him, stand right here.
Oh, big connection late. That'll do it with 1 second to go. Gaethje face first on the canvas. Max Holloway wins the BMF title.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh my goodness.
An absolute stunner at UFC 300.
Oh my
1
God.
second to go.
Wow!
Oh my goodness. And he called for it. Called
said,
for
"Let's
him to
fight."
stand and trade.
We have seen him do this on multiple occasions where he's winning the fight. Say, let's just fight.
That's a warrior.
That's
a
crazy.
real warrior.
Max, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, legend of the sport, former champion, former BMF champion, a current BMF champion,
Yeah,
Max
he's a current
Holloway.
BMF champ.
How you doing there, champ?
Thank good, bosses. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
What's up, Max? How you doing, brother?
What up, my brother?
I'm good, man. I just I'm over here like just talking to the BMF. We just rewatched the knockout at UFC 300. Saw you claim the BMF championship. Love that you are the BMF champion. Love that you are who you are in this game. Love that I still hold the title for the daddest man on the planet. Dude, did you see? You know how I know I'm the daddest man on the planet? Did you see me take that hair off of Jack Della Maddalena's face? Only the daddest man on the planet takes care of all of his children.
No way, bro. You're not the best. I know you think you're funny, you slick. You sent me that picture and you signed it saying you're the baddest man on the planet, but you're a fraud.
You like it? See, I signed him a photo.
Yeah.
Calling myself the baddest man on the planet.
Terrible. The most terrible photos ever. The signature, too. You need to work on your signature.
You don't like that?
How the hell people selling your signature for that much amount of money, bro? I'm tripping. I'm like, this signature looks like a third grader wrote his name.
So what happens is, I learned cursive. You youngsters didn't even learn cursive in school.
I know
you
cursive.
youngsters.
What are you talking about?
These youngsters, you guys didn't learn cursive.
I learned cursive in school.
So what you do is you sign your name. You don't just scribble a name like Max Holloway.
Oh, I definitely scribble a name.
Yeah, I
learned that from my mom.
Mine
Shouts
is
out.
actually like, you could. Oh, that's Daniel Cormier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
How long does that take you?
Yeah, that's terrible. You probably use the same exact signature to write your check, so now I know. I'm gonna
Easy peasy.
I know.
I know how a cursive L looks. Easy.
Yeah, you guys don't even write cursive. It's so sad what the world has come to. Youngsters, man.
Max, welcome to UFC Glory Days. This is a podcast where we're looking back on UFC 300. We just wanted to talk to you about possibly, in my opinion, the best moment in UFC history. We got DC here because he was cage side for this. We just hit the part of the show where we're talking about your knockout over Gaethje. So I just want to ask you guys, as friends, how was it kind of connecting on this afterwards? Because Cormier, you're losing it when this knockout happens. Max, you're on top of the world. Like, what was that moment like for you guys?
I mean, it's crazy, you know. It's a double sword, bro. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, I know you know how close me and DC is. We all see the world, see how close him and Justin is. I have nothing but love and respect for Justin. I mean, not many people know that when he wasn't in the UFC and I was in the UFC, I was in Denver. He took care of me a couple of days. When we went to fight there, I think so, my Justin Lawrence fight, I believe, and he's just a great dude, you know. And to be on the winning side of history is always great, but to do it against a guy like Justin was, I mean, I was hyped in the moment, but then when it all sank in, like I like him as a person, so you know, it definitely sucked, but I mean, it's definitely one of the moments it's one of the moments in the history books forever, so that's cool.
It's crazy when it happens, right? Because I love Max Holloway. I've known Max Holloway since he was a very young guy, right? And I love Justin Gaethje. So you feel for Justin, but also you celebrate your buddy. Because I know that for Max, that was such a big moment, right? Because in the darkest moments, after the Volkanovski 3 fight, but I remember walking in there and seeing him at his lowest, right after that fight, a lot of questions and beat up and thinking, man, I got to change some things. Then to see him go to the top of the world right after, right, and see how his mental strength and everything allows for him to do what he did. That's why he's special, right? Because there's nothing that's going to really, like, stop Max Holloway. And so watching that was sad for Justin, but over the moon for Max, because I knew that this was great for him in his career, because I knew what winning that fight would propel him into. And ultimately, it got him another title fight.
Yeah. I mean, Max, one of the things we were talking about before you hopped on was just, you know, in order to be on this card, you basically have to be a legend in the UFC. And not only are you on the card, you're fighting for a belt on the card against another legend who we all have admiration and respect for. You're the third fight from the top, like, and you create this legendary moment. Like, before you even got to that point, in the lead up to the fight, like, what do you remember in the weeks leading up? Like, you were in that UFC 300 promo, and then, you know, you're there at fight week, and it's all these big level guys. Like, what do you remember?
I mean, everybody, when you saw the card, you know, it was former champions, champions, guys who got to fight for a title, and girls. So it was just amazing to be a part of the card. And then, like you said, with the countdown, when they came down, usually for countdowns, they got like a pretty big team, and they rent out guys around where you locally from. But this one, they went big, man. We had to do promos. We had to shoot. We had an extra day of shooting, and I was like, bro, what the hell are they gonna do? You know, but to see the final product and to see the way everything came out. I mean, the only bummer part about being on 300 was none of our faces got to be on the damn poster. That's the only bummer. They put 300 gold, they made it gold, but I mean, all jokes aside, a lot of people on that card is probably going to be in the Hall of Fame or have a fight in the Hall of Fame or have to do something with the Hall of Fame. So just to be a part of history and to be a part of UFC 300, you know, I remember I wanted to be a part of UFC 200. I know DC was on, and that was one thing I was pushing hard for to fight Aldo at that time, but you know, they gave it to Frankie. But we got to be here now. We got to be on 300, and that's going to be in the history books forever. So I'm excited.
Can I ask Max a personal question?
Of course.
So Max, could you flip the camera and let me see that car you're driving?
No,
Max, can you flip the camera and let me see the car you're driving? Bro, when he got the $600,000 in bonuses, I asked him to borrow money. He said no. Now I see where the money went. Max, can you flip the camera and let me just see the dashboard of the car you're driving?
Let me flip the camera. Let me see if I can flip it.
Max, when did you become an F1 driver with your...
I got my friend is driving seat. You don't know what it is.
Look, this is a Mercedes Benz. That's a Mercedes Benz.
That is leather.
That is a Mercedes Benz. That is a Mercedes Benz.
Brother, that is genuine leather.
That is genuine leather. Yeah. It's a beautiful car. Yeah. That is a Mercedes Benz. I could tell by the screen, and he thinks he could just show us the vents of the car. That's a Mercedes Benz. Wow. That's why he didn't loan me that money.